who's available, who's not available, who's Sam in particular, I suppose? But
yeah, well, he's been integrated back into training. And obviously a decision will be made later at a later date on him what he's going to play on this weekend. But you know, his playing back date is pretty imminent, really. It's not this week, but next week, I would presume. I think Sam's one of them players who is so fit. You know, he is one of those players you can just come straight back into a game and potentially play without a warm-up game. But having a warm-up game is another option as well.
He and Alan Wynne have sorted out their futures over the weekend. Is that good from your point of view? Is out of the way? What's your feelings about how that's worked out?
Well, obviously it's great to see them guys commit themselves to stay in Wales, and the reason being is that they get a bit of time off in between test matches, which is great for us, you know, so they can have a rest in between, and that's the biggest advantage really for us. And obviously, and the kudos of the game in Wales is that the two absolute superstars have committed themselves to Wales rugby.
Has that been hanging over them? Has that affected things? Or?
I wouldn't say so. No, I think to be honest, we've got such an opportunity lying in front of us here to create history. Is that we haven't even spoken about that. You know what I mean? All our drive, all our thoughts, all our actions are driven towards one thing: it's trying to retain this title and create history. You know, why would we? You know, I think we've got a big enough goal in front of us. I mean, this is once in a lifetime. It might never ever come again. If you start thinking we're all about the end result, you forget about the process of getting there. And the process of getting there is obviously get our set piece right, get our attack right, keep our errors down, defend well, etc. So it's important that we control the controllables, which is what we can control, obviously, and that's the rugby part of it. And and not dream too much ahead, even though there is. I must admit, at times I have thought, what would it be like to be the only team ever to. But everybody else, we know full well, every single team is waiting for us. They're all waiting for us. I know I would be if I was in one of them opposition teams. I'd be doing everything I could possible to stop somebody else doing to win 3 titles on the trot. I'd be doing everything I could possible, legally.
Nice to be home, isn't it, really? Obviously, good to be back with all the boys. It's a good atmosphere now in the camp. We trained well last week. Nice to get back in a bit earlier and get ourselves right for a tough All Six Nations. Yeah, for us, obviously, we had that a bit of a nightmare start last year against Ireland. For us going forward now, obviously, it's good for us to get a nice game against Italy to take us into what's going to be a tough Old Six Nations for us. Yeah, every team is going to be difficult. Obviously, Italy last year they beat France in the first game, so we have to be right up, ready for the off, ready for a big game, really. There's a lot of stuff going outside, but for the boys involved, we're just all concentrating on what's to do here. It's obviously the boys back together now. We just got to try and focus on the rugby and everything else take care of itself. Our core players seems to be the same now, and we sort of get a bit of continuity there. And I think obviously the boys involved obviously know each other a lot better now. And I think every time we meet, we are making progress. It's just making sure we just tidy up each time and making sure we don't take us backward step when we go away. Yeah, obviously that's one of the big things, isn't it? Obviously, people talk about history being made. For our point of view, it'd be massive to get that. But people forget there's a few games in between that. And it starts this Saturday against Italy. So, from the squad point of view, we'll be focusing, on each game as it comes. And this Saturday, Italy is the case.